But you know, the longer I'm in the pro-life movement, just like the example of Dr. Alveda King, who is now, like so many other silent no more women, speaking out and doing so courageously. But there's even more to the pro-choice cover-up than just dead kids. Abortion hurts women, physically, psychologically, and the data strongly suggests that it even malaffects children subsequently born to women who abort. Last year, Mr. Speaker, the Times of London reported, and I quote, that senior obstetricians and psychiatrists say that new evidence has uncovered a clear link between abortion and mental illness in women with no previous history of psychological problems. They found that women who have had abortions had twice the level of psychological problems and 3 times the level of depression as women who had given birth or who had never been pregnant. In a 2006, a comprehensive New Zealand study found that 78.6%, almost 79% of the 15 to 18-year-olds who had abortions displayed symptoms of major depression compared to 31% of their peers. And it also found that 27% of the 21 to 25-year-old women who had abortions had suicidal idealization compared to 8% of those who did not have an abortion. I say to my colleagues, there are at least 102 studies that comport with those findings of psychological harm to women who abort. Serious questions also remain concerning the link of abortion to breast cancer. Despite the fact that more than 28 studies from around the world, including the United States, have shown that procuring an abortion significantly increases the risk of breast cancer by some 30 to 40%, the abortion industry cover-up has largely succeeded in the unconscionable suppression of those facts. Nevertheless, according to the Breast Cancer Prevention Institute, 2009 was a pivotal year in the debate about abortion and breast cancer and the link. 3 studies were published from Turkey, China, and the United States, which matter-of-factly demonstrate the abortion-breast cancer link as one of the many breast cancer factors. For example, the recent U.S. study by Jesse Dahl of the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Institute Center demonstrated that abortion raises breast cancer risk by 40%. Why isn't that emblazoned across the front page of the New York Times or the Washington Post? 40%. Study co-authors including Janet Dowling and Louise Brinton. Amazingly, Brinton was a chief organizer of a 2003 National Cancer Institute, or NCI, workshop denying the link. Now a study that she co-authored reiterates the link and reports them as consistent with earlier studies that found induced abortion to be a risk factor for breast cancer. And now even Time magazine, among many others, has finally reported on another suppressed fact, suppressed by the pro-abortion industry, that abortion adversely affects the health of subsequent children born to women who abort. A total of 113 studies demonstrated an association between abortion and preterm birth in subsequent pregnancies. Studies have indicated that the risks of preterm birth goes up 36% after just one abortion and a staggering 93% after 2 or more abortions. Similarly, the risk of subsequent children being born with low birth weight increases by 36% after 1 and 72% after 2 or more abortions. Prematurity and low birth weight, as we all know, are leading causes of disabilities in children. Abortion not only affects the child who is aborted, it affects in a very negative way children born, brothers and sisters born to that same mother in subsequent pregnancies. All of this then begs a very serious question, Mr. Speaker. Why then is the Obama administration expanding this vicious assault on women and children, often by massively subsidizing pro-abortion non-governmental organizations around the world and in the United States to do the dirty work, and to do that in the U.S., Africa, Latin America, and everywhere? You know, I said at the opening, how could so many seemingly sane, smart, compassionate politicians buy into the big lie? Well, maybe some politicians aren't so smart, sane, or compassionate, Mr. Speaker, after all. I yield back to my friend.